All right then.
I saw Margaret at
July 6th.
At the Pranic Center. At Heats. I gotta head there. There's a few supplies I need as well. Supplies! Let's head for child's pose or any other centering posture you want to go to today. So kind of jumping back in, even though we haven't had a day off, it feels like, I don't know, the holiday makes it feel like there was a day off or so.
Oh, yeah, like you ate a turkey or something.
Yeah, like you ate a turkey. Let's
I just ate all day, anything in my house.
Grazing. It's all right. We celebrated America, you know what? It's a good place to be. Let's breathe through the nose. Gonna bring our thoughts to where we are. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing your good energy, your intention. Do just as you choose today. Leave out anything you don't want to do. Let's send the arms out long out in front. You're very welcome. It's just a buffet. You might just want to nibble today. Let's send the arms out long. Extend our child's pose. Maybe rock a shoulder down. And then the other. Back and forth a couple times. When you're ready, just tuck the toes under. So you're stretching the bottoms of the feet. And now push with those toes until the legs are straight and your butt's up in the air, and we'll call this downward facing dog. Press away with the arms. Maybe pedaling the heels, just kind of do what feels good. Extend one leg straight. Whichever leg is straight, maybe you look under that armpit. And then alternate the other side, look under that direction. Both legs straighten at some point and come high upon the toes on an inhale. On an exhale, sink down with the heels. Inhale. Exhale. One more up on toes. Exhale, sink down with heels. Let's look forward to the hands. We'll walk our feet there. Come to a forward bend all the way up front. And bow and hang. And let's just have this be a gravity-aided forward bend. So really no need to flex thighs, anything else. Just let everything hang. Head hangs heavy. Maybe even putting the arms on the back, look over a shoulder. Look over the other shoulder. Relax your face. Head hangs down the middle. Pull the hands to the heart if you will. So the fingertips point straight down. And now look down in front of your big toes. And unhinge. Come on up to stand. Bring the arms up overhead. Inhale. Up to middle. Exhale, dive out. Reach with the arms. Keep the arms pointed upward. Fingertips up towards the sky. And now release the hands down, one to each side. Half lift, monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Back for plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. And again, bending a knee. Look under the armpit of the straight arm. Press away. The other side, look under the armpit, press away. Both legs straighten and look forward, feet between the hands. Hands to the heart. Inhale all the way up, and your prayer hands overhead, lean back. To center, inhale. Exhale, swan dive out. Fingertips point upward. Half lift, look up, monkey pose. Exhale, fold back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. And we'll do one more like that. So when you're ready, high up on the toes here. Exhale down with heels. High on toes. Hold there. Press even deeper with the arms. Fill the lungs. Exhale, drop the heels, look forward, feet to hands. Bow here, hands to the heart. Inhale, unhinge up. Lean back. To center, inhale. Exhale, dive out. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Legs back for plank pose. Pause here. Shoulders right above the wrists. Get a nice straight back. Spread fingers. Let's side plank to the right. So bring your right hand a little closer to the center of the mat, left to right. Lift the left arm. You could drop onto the right knee if you choose, or keep the legs stacked. Really try and roll the shoulder open. Top arm could reach to the center of the room if you choose. Reach high again. And head back for plank pose. Pause here. To the left, side plank. Right arm goes high. Spread your toes. To the center of the plank. Inhale. Exhale, just drop your hips up top. Arms are straight with a little bend. Relax the face. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press way back. Maybe walk the feet in a bit. Sink down with heels. 5 big breaths here. If you find you've got monkey brain and your mind is still elsewhere on the weekend or what's ahead in the day, maybe focus on counting through that breath, a full 6 count maybe. For the inhale and a full 6 count for the exhale. Next breath in, let's lift the right leg high. Full breath sets it down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Full breath sets it down. Repeat side to side. Maybe you look under your armpit as you lift that leg and point the nose down as you set it down. Really extend. Reaching as high up as you can. And next time the right leg is in the air, hold it there. Maybe bend the knee, open the hip up a bit more. And bend that knee and draw some circles out to the side, kind of like fire hydrant style. Just opening the hip. Reverse the direction. Next time the leg is high, stretch it straight. And set the foot between the hands. And into a high lunge. Arms come up overhead. Point the front toes forward. Push the back leg straight. Bring the hands to the heart and rotate the back foot until it's flat. Find that warrior foot. Keep a deep bend in the front knee. Interlace the fingers behind the back or find your elbows. Open the chest there. Look up, breathe in, and bow inside the knee. You could be rested upon the knee or hovering inside of it. Release the arms, set the hands down there. Mosey them over here to the left and straighten the front leg. Come into a straddle here. If you need to bend your knees to get the fingertips down, that's cool. Come up into a monkey straddle here, so up on fingertips. Exhale, bow. Up on fingertips. Bow. And up. Now walk both hands over to the back leg. Grab onto it and pull downward. Both legs are straight. Try and rotate so the right shoulder comes further down. Maybe look up over your left shoulder. And hands back down, walk around through the center. Go ahead and rotate that front foot while you're here. Come into a lunge. So all toes point forward. One hand to each side. Downward facing dog. Bend a knee and then the other. Close the eyes as big toes touch and heels sink down. Press away with the arms. Breathe. Inhale forward to plank. Pause. Shoulders over wrists. Soften elbows. Lower down slowly, all the way to the belly or hover there, crocodile posture. Upward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Big toes touch. We'll do our big daddy long legs walk again. Inhaling, lifting a leg. Exhale, set it down. Maybe you come on the toes as you lift a leg. Sink down with heels as you send it down. Trying to make the longest line from your foot up through the other one. And from your fingertips up through the toe in the air. Combining with the breath this movement. Inhale. Exhale. Next time, left leg is in the air. Hold it there. And bend the knee, do those fire hydrant circles. Opening the hip up a bit. Reversing the circle. Breathing along with this stuff. And send the leg high, look through to the hands, set the foot there. Come into a high lunge. Arms reach up overhead, toes point forward. push out through the back leg. And hands to the heart. Rotate the back foot. Find elbows, or you can interlace the fingers, open shoulders, your choice. Turn to face that spot inside the foot. We're headed there. Breathe in and out. So we opened our hip up as we did those knee circles. Now we can stretch that zone out. Try and get your left shoulder inside here. Again, the knee is there if you need to prop yourself upon it, but if you don't need it, just hover inside. And set the hands down. Straddle this side, so we turn the toes to face the center here. Up on fingertips. A little deeper this time. Exhale, bow. Maybe the hands reach out for the feet. If the floor or the feet are too far away, you could just grab the shins. But if you can grab the feet easily, maybe you might even want to tighten the distance between the feet. We get a good inner thigh stretch in straddle. Don't miss the opportunity to let the head hang. Weight of our big pumpkin heads help to stretch the spine. Both hands and the torso to the back leg. Pull the chest down to it. Look up over the shoulder perhaps. And back through the center to the front, turning toes to face that direction. One hand on each side. All heads point with me. Back to downward facing dog. Bend a knee and then the other. Both heels pull down. Both heels lift. And bend the knees. Come into a crouch posture here. Really aim for getting your knees on the same level as your heels. Depending upon the slipperiness of your hands, this might be tricky. And push the legs straight, sink the legs down. Breath in, right leg lifts. Keep that leg lifted and walk your hands to the back foot. Right leg is in the air. Chest drops as closely down to your standing leg as you can make it go. Maybe there are circles being made in the air with the foot there. Soften the standing knee so we're not locking it out. And walk the hands halfway out. So you're in a half dog, half three-legged dog, half standing split. Now take this foot in the air and swing it around front till pinky toes touch. So we're in a cross-legged half dog. Use the front leg, ought to be the right one, to push the back one way back. The knees crossed, walk the arms all the way out, cross-legged down dog. We're going to try a vinyasa from here. Inhale forward, exhale lower, upward cross-legged dog, exhale downward cross-legged dog. Again forward, exhale, squeeze the legs. Up cross dog, down cross dog. And now walk the hands all the way to those crossed feet. Bow deeply, try and make the feet flat. straight legs now, so if you can't come here without bending the knees, then don't be folded all the way. Squeeze front leg against back one, make them both nice and straight. It's a great place to have block as well if you need a little traction to the ground. One or two more big breaths. Let's soften the knees so we can get the hands down, one to each side. Uncross so that right leg comes around back and goes straight out behind us as our right arm lifts for half moon. Rotate the torso to the side of the mat. Spread the toes. Pull your belly in if you can. Close this, both hands down. Walk it out, three-legged dog. Lift the leg high. Exhale, set the foot down. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Stack the forearms, rest the forehead. Breathe. Full breath, slow down. Reach back with the hands for the feet. Find the top of the foot. Upward bow pose. Walk your knees together. Rest the chin. Leave this out if you don't want it. It won't be forever. When you're ready, kick into hands. Lift upward. Upward bow, open to Superman posture. Arms extend forward, legs extend backward. And release all the way down. Stack forearms, rest forehead. And we're all together again. Come onto our hands and walk them under the shoulders, elbows point up. Meet the legs and the toes, big toes touch. Chin rests here. Tops of the feet are relaxed down. And use the back muscles to lift up, cobra. Exhale, lower. Keep the elbows pointed straight back. Inhale. Exhale, strong backs. One more. Hold. Now put weight in the hands. Push there. Halfway. Not necessarily straight arms all the way. Elbows point backward. Inner elbows, your inner elbow seam point forward. Now tuck toes. Push straight arms, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly on the back. Get the toes lined up, big toes touch. Press away with arms, pull the belly in. Let's be still in our down dog. Handful of breaths here. Next breath in with the left leg. Way high. Bend it if you want. And look straight through to the foot. Walk the hands back. Standing split here. leg way high, rotate the ankle. A direction and the other. And lift a bit higher with the leg. Bow deeply towards your standing leg. And now walk the hands out just halfway. And we'll set this foot down around the front, cross with our pinky toes touching to that cross-legged half dog. Sink way back with the heels. Look under an armpit, then the other. Dig in with that abdominal draw. Pull your belly button toward the spine as your front leg pushes the back leg straighter. And now keep the legs crossed. We'll walk out to a cross-legged down dog. And vinyasa forward. Make sure hands are right under shoulders. Exhale, lower. Up, cross-legged dog. Exhale, back, cross-legged down dog. Do it one more time. Forward. Lower. Up dog. Down, cross-legged dog. And now walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Carefully. Bow toward our cross legs. Again, if we can't fold all the way, then rather just prop the hands to the shins so the legs are straight. Relax the toes. Soften the knees. One hand to each side here. Uncross, we'll pick up our left leg and send it straight out in the back. And let's open to a half moon. Left arm lifts high. Inhale. Exhale, close the hand. Close the foot, both feet down. Bow forward, bend. Soften the knees, reach behind and find the elbows so your arms are in the back. And chest rests right upon the thighs. And pull your face down to your shins. So your bent knees are so much bent that your cheeks can be right in between your shins. Hang on to that tightness and straighten the legs. Pull, pull, pull. Lots of good breathing to assist. Soften the knees. Release the hands down. Walk out to downward facing dog. And just for good measure, be sure your front hands, your only hands, your first two fingers are pointed forward. So the wrists are pointed in the right direction and the shoulders are aligned properly. Try and lift the toes here in down dog, sinking further down with the heels. Breath in, we'll lift our right leg. Look between the hands, set the foot there. Come into lunge, drop onto the left knee, and as you do so, walk that knee back as far as it'll go. Both hands come inside here to the left. Maybe you can come to elbows. Maybe your hips tell you not today. So maybe then you just stay up on the hands. And as the breathing happens and it gets deeper, you soften a little more, and ultimately you can come down to the elbows. Again, maybe not today. We've got the longest line we can make. Look back and make sure your knee is in the middle of the mat, left to right. The top of your foot is relaxed straight down. You're not rolling to your out step. And let's focus in on the hip on the right side. Yes, you get a nice hip stretch and quad stretch on the long leg underneath, but the one we're going to worry with is the one right up in front, attached to that foot you're looking at. Let's come back up on the hands if we're not, and we're going to heel toe this foot over to the left and set it down. So we've moved into pigeon pose now, and it's a good deep pigeon. Look back, make sure your knees still straight down the middle, get tall, and lower down. Drop the chest here. Try and relax the feet. Toes have a tendency to cramp up with dehydration or low potassium, so be gentle with yourself. If you want more here, you could extend your right arm and drop to your left shoulder, threading a needle. Right arm could come up and over. You could reach around and find something to grab onto, ideally opening the right shoulder more, creating a twist in this pigeon. Twisted pigeon. Reach back for any old thing. Let's come back to the center and rest the weight on our right butt cheek and swing the left leg around all the way into cow-faced legs. So our knees are stacked somewhat on top of one of the other. Sit tall and rotate the right shoulder forward. It tends to want to be back. Our knees are right on top of one another. Get tall here. Find any kind of cross to do with your legs. Flex the feet, take a breath in, and bow forward. Whatever your legs are choosing to do, we're just looking for a hip stretch. Upward. Leg on top, let's reach underneath the foot or the shin, the calf, and pull that leg straightly to us. Sitting as tall as you can. Keep the shoulders pulled down away from you. And bend the knee. Send the leg back, tuck the toes, we'll head for down dog. First two fingers point forward and settle in here. Next breath in, left leg lifts. Look between the hands, we'll swing the split there. Low lunge, drop onto the right knee. Top of the right foot comes down here. And we perhaps come to elbows. Again, if that's real far away, just start on the hands. Be sure your foot here up in front is right underneath your knee. And lower down. sure to put some pressure in at this foot up there so that the foot stays flat. Feet are relaxed. On the hands, we'll heel toe this foot over the right, turning this into pigeon pose. Upward back, make sure your knees right in the middle of the neck. Get tall and drop down. Thread the needle here, we drop to the right shoulder. Left arm could reach high and or around. All sorts of hip sensations happening. Be sure to breathe deeply and let those soften. Tuck if we've tucked anything. Back onto hands here in the middle, and we'll sit on our left side and swing the right leg around. Stacking the knees, we get cow face legs here. Flex the feet. Get tall. Breathe in. Pull the shoulders back and bow forward. Up and stretch this leg, grabbing on underneath, behind, pull the leg up to you. Straightness is the goal, so wherever you need to hold on to make that happen. Bend this knee, slide the other foot open enough come to a butterfly posture. Try and pull the heels in so they're on the same line as our knees, left to right. Once you do that, pull the chest upright. Open up the chest. Pull shoulders down and back. I read an interesting article on how we're curving inward with evolution and stuff. I put it up on Facebook if you happen to be on there. And if you think about a dog or any other animal, they tuck their tail under as an unnatural thing when they're cowarding or whatever. Right? I'm not saying that that's what we're doing. That's unnatural. They sit on top of their tail. So think about how your tail should be coming up the back, so you should be sitting right on your, in front of your tailbone, if you will. And that lets everything in the middle, put your hip bone, your pelvis, everything correctly. And then your guts are all correct inside internally, so it all falls into place. But we have a lot of weird things happen. Why do I have back pain? Why do I have digestive issues? Because you're tucking your tail, dog. You know. So try and think about untucking your tail where you can. My son got a new desk chair. He saved up. The 13-year-old save up for video games, save up for whatever. Saved up for a new ergonomic race car chair for his desk. And so I got his old one instead of sitting on this yoga ball. And I noticed I sit forward in it because it doesn't, the ball, I was up on top of my sit bone the whole time.
And the chair makes me sit here. So you have to think, inhale, breathe. Pull forward, lead with the chin, keeping your tailbone untucked. Keeping your tail in the air. Drop the chest down, chin towards the toes. I asked Sean if we should feel guilty that our son was buying his own furniture. He said, hush, no way, be quiet. Let him do it. He takes pride in his environment. He wants it, let him do it. Inhale, lift. Let's send the feet away just a bit. Hands back. Push the arms a bit straight. Then soften and drop the head back. Now push your chest open. Bring the head back up to neutral and lower down to the back. Let the knees just fall open to where they're falling open to. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath, reclined kite posture. Let's work with our hips just a bit more, bringing the knees up and together and the heels close in. Keep the right foot down and cross your left knee over the right one. And just bring both knees in so it's crossed all the way. Knees are crossed, one atop the other. Bring the knees both in, grab them with both hands or both elbows or arms and squeeze them in tightly. Close in as the knees will go. Now reach down for the foot that's on that side. It ought to be the opposite one. And we'll come into a reclined scissor stretch, which is just a derivation of the cow face pose. So open your feet out left to right and pull so that your shins go more parallel to the ground. Now you might be pulling your knees in against your chest. You might choose to have your tailbone tilted down now that we're being more aware of tailbones. Now release the grip on the feet, but keep the cross, but slide the cross up till the ankles are crossed. The left ankle in front of the right. And now reclined cross-legged pose. Tuck feet underneath. Just remember which one's in front so you get both. Knees fall forward. You come into this nice restorative cross-legged posture. With our feet tucked underneath, the hips can lift a bit. Good opportunity to get a little belly love as it stretches your tummy out. You might bring both hands together and draw some circles on your belly, starting below your belly button, always going counterclockwise. Well, clockwise toward you. If your feet were down at noon and your head was at 6, you start and you go around big circles. This, you don't go the other direction because it massages your ascending then descending colon. But again, it's an opened up belly opportunity. Tummy muscles stretched out a bit. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Squeeze and separate the knees. Maybe pull one knee in a little closer to its armpit. Do a little rock left to right, gently pulling in there. And then the other side. And to end up in the center, we'll set our left foot down, cross our right knee over the left knee, and bring both knees in, squeezing them in. Right knees the closer this time.
And reach out for the feet. Scissor stretch here. Choosing tail down or knees in, or try a little bit of both. Feet stay flexed if you can. And release the grip on the feet. Slide that cross all the way up to the ankles, and reclined cross-legged pose. Feet tuck under, knees fall forward, shoulders tuck under a bit. We get that nice wide belly stretch here. You might use this as an opportunity with the rib cage, the chest open. Remember, you've got that whole network of lymph nodes inside your ribs in there. So you could cross your arms and reach around for the other side. So my right hand is finding my left rib cage, my left hand is finding my right rib cage, and you start at the top, kind of underneath your armpit. And you kind of floss your rib cage, if you will. Start at the top and gently drag down till you get to the middle of your chest. Maybe you slide the hands a little closer down towards your hips. Start again, the outside, and drag them in. All the way till you come to your waist. Squeeze from the outside to the in. Always drawing to the heart. Maybe one more time, starting at the top, sliding down, inward. And outside, inward. If nothing else, it's also getting a little stretch to those little bitty muscles that we always stretch when we do our side bends. Just relax the arms down when you're done with rib cage manipulation. Both knees come into the chest. And let's drop both knees to one side. Back stays flat. Maybe the hands help pull the knees over to that side until they're all the way flat. Maybe then you can send your other arm out and look over it. And knees to center, then to the other side. Opposite arm extends. You can peek out over it. Little spinal twisting. To the center. Soles of feet up. Happy baby posture. Pull knees down as close as you can to the ground, left to right. Tailbone down close to the ground, or pulling the knees closer, the tailbone lifts to the air. Different stretches. Legs together up overhead. Let's cross at the ankles and bring the arms out to the side, left to right. Palms are flat. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the legs down till they just hover. Then inhale, lift up again. Maybe tuck the tail up and lift the hips upward again, like moving towards a cross-legged plow. Exhale, you lower the legs forward. Inhale, lift up and overhead. Slow with the breath. Keep your head down. Relax the neck. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, send low. Next
Next time legs are in the middle, uncross, recross. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower forward. And repeat. Relax the face here. A little bit of abdominal effort, so don't wear that effort on your face. Next time legs are high, pause there. Uncross. Bend the knees, gentle grab of the knees into the chest, taking abdominal effort off. Let's head for inversion. So get the legs up above the heart. Find that nice beneficial posture that feels good today to let your heart work a little more efficiently. It might be with legs straight up and your hands supporting your hips. It could be shoulder stand with your chin away from your chest, because we're oh so careful with our necks. Or back to plow. You know your options. Be gentle with yourself. And now, how is your breath? Oh yeah, that. Try and reunite with the quality of the breath. Keeping the thoughts right where we are for just these last few precious minutes, that we focus on what's going on with this vehicle that we were given, that takes us around, helps us to do good things. We gotta take care of it. Take a few more breaths in inversion. And deciding where final resting will be for you today. Put yourself in that posture if it's any different from this inversion. Let every last thing rest into place. Take a moment. We need to be reminded the most important posture of class. We get all the good benefits of all the hard work we've done. So go through and scan through the body, make sure we're not holding any tension anywhere. Releasing the face. Relax the cheeks and the throat, the jaw. Shoulders tucked underneath softly down to elbows, no pressure points too laid upon, no hot spots. Fingers relaxed. Thighs are soft. all the way down through the toes. Come back here together shortly, but for now we'll be completely still. Focus only on our breathing and completely relax.